Hello, folks, and welcome to the most thrilling debate show ever. I'm your host, Christine Hashem. As Mickey Mouse is turning 90 years old this year, this week's debate topics are Disney-themed. Happy birthday, Mickey Mouse, and thanks for sharing your magical world with us. As everyone can agree, Disney has played a huge role in our childhood memories, and in 2012, the Star Wars family joined the Disney fam. Today, our debaters will dispute whether or not the new Star Wars movies have lived up to the first ones, and since Disney is developing themselves, should Disney Pixar make PG-13 movies? And our last debate is a tough one, Disneyland versus Disney World. It's never easy to choose between those magnificent places. Let's start this episode with a Disney quote. If you can dream it, you can do it. Also, a quote of our own. Ready, set, speechless. We've been through the rules 6 times already. I hope you all know them, but if you don't you worry. During each round of debates, our debaters will be competing to win the approval of our judges, also known as REP. Sounds magical, right? Well, the losing team for each round will receive a terrifying disadvantage going into the next debate. And as always, the final round is a winner-take-all challenge debate. Let's meet the beauties and beasts that will be debating tonight. Over here, we have Jack and Ryan representing Team Sleeping Beauties. So do you think tonight you will be the new princesses of Disney?
Yeah.
I think we will.
Oh.
Duh.
Well, yeah. Over here, we have Garrett and Zach representing Team Prince Charmings. So do you think you guys will be the new heroes of Disney?
At your service? Huh?
Yes.
Oh. That's less believable. All right, let's get started. Whether you're on the dark side or not, surely you've heard of Star Wars. All of the homies are in the Star Wars movies. We've got Jean-Luc Picard, Captain Kirk, Spock. Am I thinking of something else? Anyway, what I do know is that Star Wars fans are intense AF. They're always going at it about which movies are the best. Some say that the older films are the Obi-Wans that matter, but others say that the newest offerings are the best in the galaxy. The original 3 films have incredible actors and innovative plots, whereas the latest 3 are technical achievements with modern-day themes. Our only hope of finding out which movies were better is to have a debate about it. Do you have the power of the Force to beat your competition, or will you be chewed up? Now remember, the loser of this debate will receive an out-of-this-world disadvantage. So fire up your lightsaber, hop in the Falcon, and find the Force within you, because debate number 1 starts right now.
Not only are the new films better, that not only do they live up to them, to the old ones, they far surpass them.
Such a young mind.
Such a young mind.
A young
A
mind.
Padawan. A Padawan is you.
A Padawan is what?
Yes. See, you
They
don't even
have
understand
every-
Yoda speak.
They have everything the old Star
Very
Wars
low
movies had,
midichlorian level.
with the added advantage of modern technology and story.
Do you know
They have everything
what-
like flat main character. So flat main character.
Are you joking?
Non-imposing
What about
villain.
flat-
Non-imposing villain.
villain?
Contradictory
Dude, the
directed
layers,
visions.
The layers,
The
dude.
first order's
Okay,
not
Shrek, we're
imposed.
talking about
name
Star
me-
Wars.
name
Come
me
on.
one
It's
layer.
Mega
Fellas,
Planet Death
fellas,
Star.
name me
was-
one layer in Snoke. One layer.
Snoke. We're
Oh,
talking
so
about
evil
Snoke.
and then
We're
what?
not talking about Snoke at all. He's
Oh,
not even
so
a bad
because
guy.
Snoke
We're
doesn't
talking
have
about Kylo
layers.
Ren, dude.
In the
Kylo
original
Ren.
trilogy, Palpatine didn't have any character, so what's wrong with Snoke?
You're
Yeah, the
right.
difference is Palpatine was at least unique for his time period. The trick is to not
He was a-
completely copy
Unique.
the originals.
He was
an
just
old
a
guy
villain
with
in
a
a
bad guy
robe.
with a black hood
But he
on.
did
What are you
something
talking
At
about?
least he
interesting.
was scary. Kylo Ren
It was
is lame
scary.
and
We're
weak.
talking about Kylo. Do you know how many layers? He's a complex.
He has like
character.
3 layers. And look,
layers does he have?
I know that.
He has
White.
He has so much pain, so much subdued. That he has to.
he has to be like, I love this helmet. No, I don't. Destroy the helmet. Kill it in the
He's
elevator.
struggling.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah.
you've seen the same movie.
He's
but I don't
struggling
know.
being
Struggling
bad.
with the
If you can't be
expectations of
bad,
living up
you're
to
not
his
good at being
bloodline.
bad. Then what
Exactly.
are
I'm not.
you?
Look, I'm not saying the movies are awful. Look, Kylo Ren is the best thing in the movies, but Kylo Ren not the main
How
character.
about that?
Kylo Ren's not the main character. The main character is Rey, and Rey is garbage.
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
Garbage.
Are you a
Why
misogynist?
Why is she bad?
Because she's a
Yeah.
flat
Lost
character.
story.
She was literally the
Lost
exact
story.
same as
Give me
Luke.
a reason.
Yeah, Luke didn't like suddenly know how to fly ships better than like legendary
What
pilot.
he flew the X-wing pretty well without any
Yeah, but
training.
it was implied that he trained on the rebel base, and even then,
was it implied?
It's implied that she built and worked on ships.
I mean, but she literally was like, "I've never
Random
flown a
parts,
ship
just like-
before,"
yeah,
and then
she
Han
said
Solo
that.
was like, "Whoa, I definitely couldn't fly
She
it
said,
as well
"I
as
never
you."
flew this ship before."
No, she said she's never flown before. That's a
No,
line.
that's not what
You
she
want to
said.
fight me?
No,
That was
yeah,
a line.
yeah. Let's do it right
And then
now.
in
Right
Last
now,
Jedi-
Zach. Let's get the
No.
ring.
The Last
not
Jedi
fighting.
breaks the logic of the universe. When
Does
they
it?
What do you mean?
kamikaze, why didn't they just kamikaze the Death Star?
That's
They
true.
kamikaze-
That is
Costly,
true.
And it
Huge
destroyed
debate.
It's a last-ditch
That wasn't,
effort.
dude. That
Well,
wasn't
just
even the,
create-
That wasn't even the plan. He didn't. They told him. They told Poe not to do that, and he went ahead and did it anyway.
Also-
Poe didn't kamikaze.
also-
you see the
yeah.
same movie?
Are we
Jedi
talking
Fallen
about
Keep
the
Order.
in
same
mind,
movie?
they were fighting the Death Star, not a ship. If you crashed into a moon, it might be a bit of damage. It wouldn't destroy
Hey,
it though.
That's no moon.
But I don't know. I mean, light
my-
speed is like totally eviscerated. So
A
just get
ship,
a real,
a
just
ship,
get your biggest
not
ship.
a moon-sized
But think,
thing.
think about all the trouble they had. If all they had to do was light speed into the Death
But it
Star.
destroys the resources.
Please, everything that they've been working towards, everything they have.
And now what?
It's a
But
suicide
then we have
attempt.
nothing.
And
That's
now
the
what?
point, it's
And now
suicide.
we're exactly
Yeah,
the same
exactly.
place we were in
We're
the
gonna
original
die
trilogy.
anyways.
Exactly.
We
There's
might
nothing
as
new.
well try something.
There's nothing new. It's
What
the
are you
exact
talking
same
about? There's
place.
nothing
It's a
new.
What
mirror
about
image of the
Leia
first
flying
trilogy
through
with
space? You telling me that
flying
flying
colors.
using the Force through
That was
space?
so cool. What are you talking
No,
about?
and you don't
It was
even believe
fun.
that's cool. I know
That
it.
was amazing.
Deep down in your heart,
That
you
was,
don't.
that was one of the coolest
What about
shots
Luke?
of the whole
What about
movie.
Luke using the power to project himself? You didn't think that was a neat trick?
I mean, that
A
was
little bit overdone.
the great
maybe?
finale
Overdone,
of The
this
Last
has been done
Jedi.
before.
The
Yeah,
great
I
finale
know.
of The
What do you
Last
mean,
Jedi was a neat trick.
You're contradicting yourself,
It was
man.
great
The
because-
great finale of The
Oh,
Empire Strikes Back is one of the most legendary twists in film history. The Last Jedi, neat trick.
The Last Jedi ended
What are
with
you-
something that subverted your expectation in a good way. What it did was you thought there was going to be this giant epic fight, but it shows
then it was
what a
lame.
true good
Yeah.
Force
Yeah.
user uses. A good Force user, as Yoda says, does not use the Force for violence.
Except
he uses
in
it
the original
for
trilogy where
wisdom.
they fight
Yeah,
each other
good,
and it's
bad,
awesome.
great.
And
Let's
that's why
go back
people
to the
like
classics.
Star
Luke doesn't
Wars.
even strike at Kylo because he's a pacifist. He's using
So
the
the
Force
whole
for
movie they're
good.
building him, they break him down, and he's like, "Look, he's nothing like the Luke Skywalker you loved before. Look at how sad does that make you?
Why is
oh,
that
he's
a bad
gonna
thing?
rise up and do something awesome. What does he
He
do?
did.
He does like this shit
But
for
he's
fan
right.
service.
His point is
Fan service? What
his
is that? What is that?
point-
What is that? What is that?
his
what
point-
exactly fan service is that?
Fan service is not.
His point was that the Jedi let Palpatine rose to power when it was 1 against 100 Jedi. That was his point, and he's trying to say there shouldn't be this white and black difference.
And then
it's
Yoda-
complex.
Yoda-
the Jedi don't own the Force. That
so
was his
Yoda
point.
agrees with him and destroys the text.
Yeah.
So you're
Yes.
like, it's time for the Jedi to die. You're right. And then it turns out Rey stole the sacred texts and is going to train more Jedi. So it's not time for the Jedi to die.
Oh, you know that for
She's
sure.
the new
Oh,
Jedi.
so you've seen episode 9 then, so you know that.
No,
you
but
know
it's,
what's going on?
it's
Oh,
confirmed.
We can pretty much
On the,
plan
at
it
the
out.
end,
Oh,
she
you
has
were
the
missing
sacred
here is a
text.
thought
huge
that-
thing
that
that this
was
is just
gonna
a
go on
mirror
the
image of the
last
first
one.
trilogy.
You're not even considering, because now we're talking about Disney Star Wars. You're not even considering.
Yeah,
We
the
got
fact that
Solo,
Disney's in there and we can
got-
sent
we
it out
got
every time you're in the
Solo.
theater is
Dude.
horrible.
We got
I
we
love
got Solo. We
Solo.
got Rogue One. Yeah, Solo was
love it.
great.
Solo
I
was
liked
good.
it. I thought it was underrated. Not a lot of
Yeah,
people saw it.
yeah,
was
it
a
was
space heist
underrated.
movie.
Yeah.
But it's
I
hard to
think
compare
Donald Glover
underrated.
does a great land.
There's like underrated films, and then there's like some of the greatest movies of all time, which is the original trilogy. So hard to
No,
compare. Hard
You're
to compare.
absolutely wrong. I don't know anybody who
R2D2,
shares
BB-8.
what you're
All right.
talking about.
That's
Do you
something
even know
we
where we go?
left
We go to
out.
film school, dude. Do you even? Dude,
People here hate Star
people
Wars.
here
It's
hate
true.
Star Wars. Are you kidding?
Yeah, they
Somebody
hate
likes
not
the
Star
new
Wars.
ones more than the old ones.
Okay, well, thank you, debaters. It's time to come back to our galaxy now that our first debate has ended. One team, the losing team, will receive a seismic disadvantage. That team has to start singing their point whenever I ring this bell. And then they may go back to speaking after I ring it for a second time. For example, I will get the producers back for this. That's enough humiliation for one night. The winner for this debate is Team Prince Charmings. Congratulations, Team Prince Charmings. Now we will have to take a commercial break because I heard that Darth Vader is on his way to our studio right now.
And when I arrive at my destination, I am gonna kill Bill.
Oh, okay, cutting. Sorry, can we get some of this mic?
Where in God's name is the gaffer's tape? Thank you. I'm Nate.
And I'm Casey, and we're the National Broadcasting Society.
Come out to some of our weekly workshops or work on some of our sets.
Explore the bigger picture with NBS.
We'll see you there.
All right, let's get another take. Camera, sound.
So yeah, it's like Emerson's very own late night talk show. We've got games like Jimmy Fallon, and we're hot like Jimmy Kimmel, and we've got guests. I'm gonna talk to them. You can talk too, I guess. There's a live studio audience, and they're just gonna laugh at everything we say, and it's gonna be awesome. It's just this never-ending cycle of positivity and community and late night content. I'm gonna wear a suit. You should probably wear one too. What do you think?
I think you should drink up, because it's closing time.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Speechless. Our next Disney debate is going to be about Pixar. Should Pixar make PG-13 movies, or would that be too controversial? Pixar is known for making complex storylines full of life lessons, but writers have to make it as family-friendly as possible. In other words, no movies over the PG rating. Some viewers have argued that WALL-E's post-apocalyptic nature, Ellie's death in Up, or when Boo almost became a garbage cube was too dark. Also, did you know that Pixar had to delete a scene in Toy Story that shows Sid torturing the toys? There have been many instances where Pixar had to cut some scenes because of the fear that they are too dark. However, won't this hinder creativity in the movies or downplay societal issues and difficulties? Also, us kids who watched Pixar movies back then are adults now, so shouldn't they make movies catered to our generation? Or should Pixar do everything they can to preserve the innocence of youngsters? Remember, team Sleeping Beauties. Since you lost in the last round, you guys are at the mercy of my hand in this beautiful bell for the entirety of the debate. So, ready your singing voices, and without further ado, teams, begin.
If they go above PG-13 or up to PG-13, that's increased money, expansion, audience, all of that.
Why?
Through the roof, because you're getting more people to watch
No,
more
you're not.
films.
You're getting the same people.
13-year-old.
In fact, you're limiting your base. Because, you know, you got a friend in Disney. But basically, my point is, you're now limiting who can see the movies. Before, it was all ages can see it. Now it's not everyone.
Yeah, but there's an attraction to be like, oh, you know, oh, I can go to a PG-13 movie now. Or like, hey, you know, can I be a company?
But why does it have to be
Guardian and go-
Pixar?
Like
Disney has a brand that's
the
just
Just
Pixar.
because they have to like uphold their name, you know? It's like,
And that's what I'm saying.
Pixar films already deal with very adult themes that are meant to be like
Right,
deep
exactly.
emotional movies
They
for
are
children.
emotional.
But what I'm saying is
But they don't need to be- they don't
PG
need to be
puts a
PG-13.
stop on it. You can't show, you can't make children understand the real concept of death
They don't
because
need,
you
they
need
don't
to
need to
sugarcoat it.
They don't need to see all the blood and the gore and all of this. It's very much so that it can be implied.
But blood and gore is R rating. Like
Yeah,
PG-13
it's
is
not
just
even
like actual death. Like a character
People die.
straight up
They die in those
dies.
movies.
They die.
In
I mean,
Inside
straight up
Out,
die.
in Inside Out,
They
the
don't
imaginary
show it.
character, the elephant, he disappeared from her mind. He's gone.
No, an imaginary character died. And this is the thing, is The Incredibles, the first Incredibles is arguably like the best Pixar movie. It's
And
a one
Syndrome
of.
died.
Definitely one of. But the point is, it was the closest to verging on PG-13.
But it
So-
wasn't. That's the
No,
point.
it was. It was the closest.
Showing
And so-
Pixar doesn't, it's an unnecessary thing for them to do.
having PG-13.
it just makes more ability to make different kinds of films. It puts in different things. You
Yeah,
can
it's-
do
it's
anything.
freedom,
with
That's
that
like-
not
now,
true
you
at
know?
all.
But you can do more than what you.
Pixar has such a
it
creative
doesn't make
team
any sense
that they
if
can
you
deal with
up your limit, then
complex
you're.
things without having to resort to limiting their audience.
If you limit a
You can
studio's
still
ability,
make
if you give it, no,
PG
if you, no, no,
films,
no, no, no,
though.
no,
Like,
if
you can
if
do
take off
both.
the it just makes it so they have to work even harder to be creative.
Yeah, it
Oh,
makes
wow,
it more
it's their
difficult.
job.
Like,
That's
Yeah,
tough,
dude,
man.
and when
Let's
you
do
have to work
something
harder,
for
you have to
money.
work harder to be creative. You get better results.
Your argument
when
is
you have limitations, it
But your
produces
argument's
better
an
results.
argument
How is-
against
Alright,
freedom.
just tell me
how
this.
is that-
What
doesn't
themes
make
can
any
you deal with in
sense.
PG-13 movies that are good for the whole family that you can't deal with in a PG rating?
Well, for instance, I mean, if Toy Story didn't have to be for kids, you could have had, instead of having the really genuinely evil
Woody got
villain.
his arm ripped off.
The genuinely evil villain. How does he get his comeuppance? He's like, oh, I'm stuck on a truck. What do I do? I'm stuck on the grill.
Yeah,
that's what
okay.
happened. Imagine if he went in the fire. That would be crazy.
Yeah,
if
that would
he
be
died,
crazy. To show
you
you
would
how
feel
that
real
would be
emotion.
What are you
crazy.
talking about? Are you
That would
insane?
undermine the movie.
That's Looney Tunes.
The kids would be like, oh my gosh, a teddy bear fell in some fire. I'm gonna have nightmares.
Look at-
Yeah,
kids are
that's
playing
like not
M-rated
that big a
games.
deal.
Look at
Kids
Wall-E.
already see PG-13 movies. You really think parents are gonna be like, hey, 9-year-old Timmy,
Look
you
at the
can't
movie
see
Up.
Toy Story 4.
The
It's
movie
rated
Up
PG-13.
deals with the concept
Disney-
of death and dreams
Disney
gone
has
away.
Disney has a brand to protect. Pixar
Yeah.
is very much catered to younger audiences, but has an appeal to
Yeah.
the entire family.
The point is
And then they
Disney
can
is
do
protecting
another
their brand.
layer.
There's
You want to
another
talk about
I'm saying,
layers?
exactly.
You want to
Business.
talk about layers?
It's
They can
business,
do
it's not
PG
creativity.
layers.
It's not
PG-13. You
necessary.
want to talk about PG-13? You have all the other brands.
Think about it. Up could have ended with, instead of the guy being like, oh, I slipped and fell and I fell to my death. Like, imagine if the kid or the Carl or the dog, one of the good guys, had to save
What does
one of
that
their
add
lives
to the movie?
and
What
push
does
him
it add to
over.
it?
A
It-
layer.
It
It
adds
makes them
layers.
worse.
Exactly.
No,
all
it doesn't.
layers.
Because it
just
shows
makes
you-
it super artificial.
How is that artificial? It shows you
It
that
doesn't add
doesn't.
anything
If it shows you
useful.
that
This is
Carl is
literally
really
animated
Making it
films
more
is what we're
mature
talking about.
Doesn't add anything to it.
So in The Lion King, Mufasa kills Scar.
Mufasa definitely gets killed by
Simba kills
Scar.
Scar.
Or Simba
Mufasa
come on,
buddy.
dies, and Simba kills
But
Scar.
this is my point: is the best movies are the ones that get closest to PG-13. Really
but they
kidsy
don't.
movies.
No, that doesn't.
Yes.
That
Cars.
has nothing to do with
Pushing
Oh, yeah, yeah.
limits
The
at all.
Lion King was rated G, not even PG.
Well, I mean, it definitely should have been rated PG. I don't know what they were thinking with that one. But the kidsiest Pixar movie is Cars. The most mature Pixar movie, Incredibles, WALL-E, and Up.
I think that's.
Look at the
I think
look
that's
at the.
Really, that's really subjective.
They all
Oh, you
have the
like
same
Cars?
ratings.
Really? You like Cars?
Look,
like
the
Cars.
the PG.
I love Cars.
The only reason you would need a PG-13 rating is if you're not a creative person and you can't tell themes in a good way.
So are you telling me, like, Dark Knight is PG-13? You're telling me, oh, it's
Yeah, what's
PG-13,
wrong-
so
that doesn't-
they can't do anything in a good way.
It's a
That's
completely
not, that's
different
not at all
situation.
what we're
What I'm saying is,
That's not what
Pixar
we're
can make
saying.
movies for adults
You're
and
not
kids.
comprehending.
Yeah, why can't
can't
you
they do
not
both?
just do
Argument
both?
that I'm
They
That's
just
what
do both.
saying. It's
we're
an
adding
still
another
getting-
element, but you're trying to tell us that you're limiting
You're
your
like,
audience somehow. It doesn't make
freedom-
any
you're
sense.
not.
Freedom is
You're
unnecessary.
not getting the demographic you usually get.
It's like,
Yeah,
do
so
you
you're
need the same
expanding.
freedom as
Here's the
before?
thing,
No, we
PG
will take
includes
it away.
everyone.
Is
PG
better.
PG-13 takes
So
away a
do
section
both.
of the
Hey,
audience.
money.
you're not,
Still
you're not
make
answering our
PG
point.
movies.
Do both.
Do both.
So
Do
you have
both.
kids movies,
You don't
adult
need to
movies.
do
You
both.
don't need to do both. You just need
Your
to do
freedom
one,
is not
and that's
necessary.
fine.
It will be stripped
Yeah,
away.
do
We will
just
strip away
enough
unnecessary
for
freedom.
average. Good,
Hey, I
not
was
great.
just doing
I
a German
get it.
voice.
About this.
You're
Hey,
not-
you think Germans are fascists?
Yeah,
That's
wow.
offensive.
No, you said
Okay.
you took away the whole freedom thing. I don't know about.
Very impressive teams. There is sure a lot to talk about when it comes to Pixar, and I don't want to hear those voices again. Before we announce the winners for debate number 2, let's unveil the disadvantage for round 3. Along with completing the challenge, the losing team must transform themselves into Disney princesses, dresses, pearls, tiaras, the whole shebang. All right, now let's get into it. The winner of this debate is Team Sleeping Beauties. Congratulations. Now we heard from our debaters about what they thought about this topic, so let's see what Noah Bender thinks about Pixar.
Hi, I'm Noah Bender with Speechless. Now, Disney has been moving into the realm of PG-13 movies. Gasp! What about the children? Forget the children. Who cares about them anyway? Well, I'm excited that the mouse is getting ready to raunch it up. So let's see what it would look like to ruin some of your favorite childhood classics with a little adult charm.
I wanna be where the stars are. I wanna see him dancing.
Elsa?
Do you wanna snort some man?
No, I really not supposed to speak to strangers. But we've met before.
I know you. I've walked with you once upon a cream. I know you. The gleam in your eyes is so familiar. Cream.
And you, my friend, are responsible for delaying my rendezvous with Star Command.
You are a toy. You're not the real Buzz Lightyear. You're. You are a woman's plaything.
You are a sad, strange little man.
Anita, darling.
You got that?
Miserable darling as usual, perfectly wretched. Where are they? Where are they?
Who farted? Dang.
No one.
As Gaston, no one's as Gaston, no one's as incredibly thick as Gaston, for there's no man in town half as manly.
Ah, that was weird. Yeah, well, back to you guys in the studio.
Why did they leave me? Fast forward rewind was all I had. What is this? It's a call for help. So, will you?
Yes! Yes! 1,000 times yes!
Catch Fast Forward Rewind right here on the Emerson Channel.
Your one-stop shop for all things orientation.
Come see our shows live at 7 o'clock all of next week.
Can't wait to see you there! See ya!
Welcome back. This is our challenge debate, and it's kind of like really hard. It's the or like challenge. Both teams can't use any filler words during the debate. Don't do it, or else you'll throw off my groove. Since it's so cold outside, let's talk about somewhere warm. Florida, anyone? California? Our main man, Walt Disney, opened his first theme park, Disneyland, on July 17th, 1955. 20 years later, he would open his second theme park, Disney World. Since then, thousands of princesses, pirates, and superheroes all have made the trek to the House of Mouse. Both of these parks are undeniably magical for their use of innovations and creativity. But which one is better? Disney World is located in Florida and is the largest park with the most attractions. This also makes it the most expensive and difficult to navigate. Disneyland in California, on the other hand, is smaller, therefore less expensive, and easy to get around. It's also Walt Disney's OG park. Well, Team Prince Charmings, your highnesses, you must act like royalty during this debate. Good posture, no yelling, and above all else, acting like a true lady.
You know what they have at Disneyland that they don't have at Disney World?
What?
Walt Disney's Frozen Head.
Oh, that is disgusting.
I find frozen heads to be disgusting.
Absolutely
Why would I
horrendous.
go to see the decapitated cranius of some old fool?
Because one day he'll
Do
come
you know
back.
what we have in Florida? 43 square miles of Disney World.
Yeah.
World.
You got 50
square miles than you. We have superior acreage.
Wristbands.
What is your
Bigger
query
called
to that?
Bigger
Magic
does not
bands.
always mean better. my
Magic
friend.
bands take
The
you into
quality
the
of
world
something.
of Disney.
We seem to be
They take you
compensating for a wide
anywhere you want to
variety
be.
of fantastic parks.
Yeah.
Here's the thing
Are you
about Disney
okay?
Land,
Just a
dude.
minor meltdown.
Yes.
You know what they got? They're building a new Star
Should I
Wars
get
land.
my
Star
statement?
Wars land, the biggest
know what
one.
they
They
have?
ain't got that
Please.
in Florida.
He's
The
choking
biggest
on
thing right now.
Disneyland.
The old outdated Tower of Terror with the new Guardians of the Galaxy ride.
Would
Dude,
you
that's
perhaps
awesome.
know what they have right
Both
next
of
to
them did
Disney
that.
World? Another fantastic park called Universal Studios.
Not
That is
Oh, I'm
wonderful.
sorry, I don't believe that we're debating Universal
But-
Studios.
well, let me tell you about the
Universal's-
world
Wait,
then.
you
Not
said up.
one,
Universal's
not
also
two,
not
Orlando
not three.
Universal's
so-
owned by
not
Warner
four,
so
Brothers.
many
not
attractions.
Disney. Universal is owned by Warner Brothers.
in Disney World.
People
A
sometimes call
huge world dedicated
Orlando
to princesses,
the Las
pirates,
Vegas of the
castles,
East.
The Las
stars,
Vegas of the East.
magic.
Yes,
All
Orlando,
of
You know what's the Las
Florida.
Vegas of the West?
Cars Land.
Las Vegas.
Yes,
We
do you
have
know
the
what's not
keys.
in Las Vegas, you nincompoop? Disneyland.
You know what's
fool.
not in? You know what's not in the East? Las Vegas. Are you crazy?
You know what is in the
You're
East?
insane.
The bigger and better Disney World.
Disney again.
Why is
Disney
it better?
World
Because
has far
They
more
have, you know what they
rides
got?
than
They got
Disneyland.
the original House of Terror. They got the Pirates of the Caribbean. All the
Caribbean.
originals.
Disneyland is
That's
old and
great.
They got
decrepit.
all
great.
the OGs.
All the decrepit.
Children are so
Yours is
excited to
just
go to
a-
Disney World, they are
Disney
willing
World
to
is
dodge
just a
alligators.
knockoff.
Disneyland is the happiest place on earth.
Disney
Until
World's a
California
cheap
floats
knockoff.
away.
Disney World is.
We have a
a
secure
cheap
foundation
knockoff.
here in
Disney-
Florida,
until
don't we?
California
Yes.
melts away. What are you talking about? If any place is gonna leave the country,
Have
it's
fun
gonna
with
be
your
Florida.
earthquake.
Florida's gonna fall
No.
off the map, dude.
Florida's gonna
Plebeian.
get
Florida's
hit.
gone.
Florida's gonna get hit by a giant hurricane. Bye bye Disney
Yeah,
World.
Disney World.
Oh, isn't it funny how
Okay.
Doubtful at best.
you fools. Fools.
Okay, well, you guys went up, and beyond on that debate. But before I can announce the winner, we have a commercial break. So grab some pixie dust, think of your happiest thoughts, and let's go.
Make up for it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown! Alabama wins! Step back. Walker. Carney and Timber does it again. UConn. Right back there. Hold on. Tigers win. Tigers win.
All right, come back in 10 seconds. Ready, camera one. Camera one, you wide shot of the entire thing, and in 3, 2, 1, take. Talent cue.
Welcome back to Emerson College. Emerson
Camera
trails
4, get a shot of the players coming across the court.
10 seconds left. Emerson trails by 1 point. As
Camera
the
2,
team
close up on the
finishes
person
their
shooting.
timeout. Thanks, Joe. With 10 seconds left, Emerson's hoping to pull away and score this big
Camera 1, gonna close up, follow them over.
Emerson trails WPI 10 points. 10 seconds left. Emerson trails by 1 point as the team finishes their timeout.
Camera 1, close up on number 33.
Thanks, Joe. With 10 seconds left, Emerson's hoping to pull away.
Follow the ball, follow the ball.
Welcome back, Disney stands. That last debate was so heated while Disney is sweating in his grave. But we have to give it up to the winning team. Team Prince Charming! Oh boy, I hope the losing team will be able to let it go. Make sure to keep up with us on all of our social media. Our episodes are uploaded to YouTube, and make sure to like us on our Instagram and Facebook. As well, thank you guys for watching, and make sure to stay tuned next time for a new episode of Speechless.